G'day viewers, well here's the next meter. This is email Westinghouse Mark III Raymond or Roderico 2007 has one of these with a Bakelite cover. This there's something dropped on it as well, unfortunately, or been scratched up. Has this really interesting number wheels. I've been after one of these types for a while. Now I thought mechanically they were the same as that. Instead of having the pointers, they had number wheels that turned. But no, look at the gears in there. That's very interesting how the gears are set up in there. All made of metal, as in steel, not aluminium. Actually, on closer inspection, I think they're actually cast. Like, I wouldn't say alloy. They're actually metal. It's actually steel. They've got that coating on them, so they're actually proper heavy-duty gears. I've never seen it shape set up in the what I made it quite like that though. There's a Genevas there. A big chunk of it at the top of Genevas. Very interesting. Yeah. It's a good thing how they kept making them out of metal. It's good. It's a great Australian quality. Inspector number 14. QA 7. Some sort of quality inspector, I'm assuming. Yeah. Quite good quality stuff. Hasn't got the same type of load wheel, but it's not polished like the older ones were. It's got this type of case on it. A homemade terminal cover. This is a European terminal cover I got in the last tour. It would not fit anything at all, so I had to shave it down and slightly modify it and trim it down so I'll fit this meter. I'm happy with that. It stops fingers getting in there. You can't get fingers in there and get electrocuted, so it does the job. Curious to know what that is though. Some sort of grounding strap. Goes under there, connects under here somewhere where the current coil is. Never seen anything quite like that before. Yeah, it's definitely a grounding strap of some sort. Whether it be thermal, it might be a thermal strip that must heat up and compensate for losses or something in the current coil, I'm assuming, because it's got a connection up here and a connection down there. And judging by its shape, it must move around with the heat, like a bimetallic strip would. So, yeah, it must have something to do with creeping or to do with the speed of the meter to get it to probably to correct losses or something. But it's not quite as bad as scratched up as I thought. We might clean up by like this one. Alright, let's hook it up and give it a test. Got the metal 1/10 dial pointer, like the main dial pointers on the other Mark III. This had a missing terminal screw, so I've had to take one of my other older broken ones and cut it down with a hacksaw so the screwdriver fitted in it. And it fits quite well. Unfortunately, I was completely out of spare good terminal screws. Here we are, let's screw it in there. Yep, that's pretty good, I'm happy with that. Beautiful. There's just enough gap behind there too. Let the meter sit flat. There we are. Let's get it spinning its load wheel up. I got this on its mark. This one is on its mark. Alright, let's get it testing in 3, 2, 1. 69,277.7 or 8, I mean, then 0.9, yeah. 69,277.8. That'll be the correct way to read it if you count a decimal point. So they're skipping straight to 69,278, so it's a good thing I like about these dial pointer types, especially when you've got these 1/10 dials. You get the actual correct, proper reading. Well, this is polycarbonate covers, and this more modern design here lets you see through everything. You can see every single gear turn. I suppose that's the beauty of this one. Yeah, looks cool from this angle. Too much glare on the bloody camera there, and dust. There's holes there in the load wheel. They're your anti-creep holes. Yep. Looking good so far. Yeah, it's had something dropped on it. Hasn't hindered its accuracy, so this is good too. I think it only has one set of brake magnets. The brake magnets are there. There's more modern ones only have one set here, instead of having two, one here, one there. That's something I just noticed. There you go, there's modern one, more later ones have one set of brake magnets. I just picked it out just now. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah, looking pretty good so far. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Oh, if that thermal strip's doing anything. Doesn't look any different. Almost centre. That's almost centre too. And the BAZ is going to measure a tiny bit more advanced because of the potential, and this one's also being metered, so yeah, take that into account. So when this one is spot on in the centre, I'll switch it off. One more turn of the disc. Alright, 30, 20, 10, 0 there. So look at the numbers on the disc. Yep, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Take away the what the potential core used and that are pretty much spot on. So unplug that. Safety first. Time to give this thing a bit of a clean up. Get it looking really nice and pristine. The wheel as well should clean up quite well, this one. Yep, no chips on the back of this. Bakelite's all in good nick. Looks good. I've gave it a really good hard buff with some turtle wax cut and shine, and that's greatly reduced the visibility of the scuffs and scratches on the front of this polycarbonate cover. I'm happy with that. Looks a lot better, a lot better. You can even see the insides on the top now. Give a close look at that gear train there. That is interesting. I've never actually seen one on it before. That is cool. That is really cool. Yeah, I think the only aluminium gear is this one here in the back. And yeah, the one on the 1/10 dial. The rest seem to be all, yeah, that one on the Roman drive is aluminium as well, but it's really high quality stuff. There you go, you can actually see inside it quite well now. I suppose that's the advantage of a polycarbonate case. It's good for people who are curious how these work. You can actually see the inside, and at this angle, when it's going, it looks quite cool. Back in the day, they used to give a lot of the old meters to schools and TAFE colleges, and they could teach kids how these things worked. Of course, they don't do that anymore. A lot of these also went to Science Works Museum in Melbourne, but they recently stopped doing that because of the paperwork they're going to go through, and the contractors are going to take the time out of their own bloody schedule to write up documentation on them, a couple of pages worth of documentation, how they work, where they're from and all that sort of stuff, and they just never had time to do that, so the Science Works Museum ended up not worrying about getting any of these. So making videos on these meters, collecting them and making videos on them and putting them on the watt-hour meter forum is the only way to, easiest way to go about that. Yeah, it cleaned up quite well. Thanks for watching.